Good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Sherfield on Loddon. And this evening, I've managed to find a little bit of time to have a little bit of a mess around with my new Hornby Elite, which I'm trying to work out the kinks and things. I'm trying to, well, not kinks. I'm just trying to learn how to use it. And also, I have my Merchant Navy, which is my only loco, which is actually DCC fitted and DCC sound, TTS sound, and it's the Holland of Africa. And you all saw it briefly running on my friend's Nigel's layout, Cotton End. Just a quick word on Nigel. He has asked me to help me set up a YouTube account for him. So hopefully he would like to put his layout onto YouTube a bit more regular for regular updates. So I'm going to have to try and see if I can find some time to be able to do that for him. So we can get his layout up and running on YouTube also. So this is the, I don't know if it's going to go on. There you go, Holland of Africa, or Holland Africa. And she's very pretty. And I'm just going to go through some of the sound functions with you in a bit more detail. Obviously over at Nigel's, he was running his other stuff behind the scenes, and so obviously we couldn't kind of get the full benefit, but here it's literally just dead quiet. So we're just going to start her up by pressing 1. We have sound. Woohoo! This is my first actual proper video. I did a little clip, but this is going to be... So we'll just give her a little start up, make sure she's going the right way. Yeah. Obviously we can't go very far because we've only got a very short piece of track just down there. So for the meantime, I just have to be happy with this little piece of track. Excuse me. Until I can get something more substantial sorted out. There we go. So that's the long whistle. I'll just bring her back. And then we can run through a few more sounds. Be nice to have her pulling some coaches and having a nice run round layout like over at Nigel's, but this is what I have for now, so this is what I'm going to content myself with. Right, so F2 was the long whistle, and we're now going to try the medium whistle. That's the medium whistle. So F4 is the short whistle. F5 is apparently the very short whistle. Oh, yeah, that was really very short. F6 is some wheel slip. And then we have F7, which is the coal shoveling. And then we've got F8, which is blow down. Now, me not being much of a steam fanatic, I don't actually know what some of this means, so you'll have to bear with me. And if you know, then if you'd like to enlighten me on some of this stuff, then that's fine. F8 is apparently blow down. can get to that. Right, and then we've got F9, which is the safety valve. And if we go on to function 10, this has 22 functions on the sound decoder. So function 10 is going to be the injector. F11 is the cylinder cock. F12 is the brake. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's one of the few sounds I do recognise. F13 is the blower. F14 is the guard's whistle. Yeah, I like that. Try it again. Yeah. Let's go. F15, function 15 is the coupler clank. And F16 is the fireman's breakfast. It's quite inviting, isn't it? F17 says it's to toggle the sound mode between chuffing and coasting. So I'm assuming that's when the train is when the loco is actually moving. I'm assuming. F8 is auxiliary lighting, but there's no lighting on this particular loco. Auxiliary lighting, it says. Then we've got F19, which is the whistle long alternate. Okie dokie. Now, if we move on to function 20, apparently that's the whistle passing, which I did hear it, which I thought was quite good. Let's try that. That sounds pretty cool. I like that. Function 21 is medium whistle alternate. And then we have function 22, which is the whistle short alternate. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. And that concludes the functions on this TTS sound decoder. So before I love you, I leave you, we'll give it another little run. So we'll go with the guard's whistle, which I like. That'll probably be the one I use the most. That's what I like. And let's go with and then, oh, sorry, my fault. I shut the sound down. That wasn't the train, that was me. Operator error. Oh, this is so cool. My own sound loco. I think I picked a good one, to be honest. Right, one more bit, and then we'll call it quits. From the Hollanders Africa and myself. And then I have to try and concentrate on getting some baseboards built. And that concludes the sounds from the Merchant Navy. Well, okay, maybe not. That was pressed by mistake. Again, that is computer operator error. So that sort of concludes that. Now, what I'll do is I'll quickly stand up and I'll sort of give you a show as to what I'm planning on doing whilst I'm here. So the layout is now going to be known as Ringwood South. Right, can we just stand up? I'm getting old. Knees are creaking. Everything's creaking. And what I did yesterday and what I spent doing yesterday was basically, if I'm going to just sort of do a sort of gallery view kind of thing. Forgive all the boxes, that was just the Holland of Africa that I took out. But along this back wall here, along the edge here, and all the way up to about there, is about 12 feet by 2 feet. Excuse me, and that's pretty much going to be just an end-to-end layout that I'm going to have. That's where it's going to be stored when I'm not using it. And like I said, the layout will be called Ringwood South. So until there's more developments, it's a good night from me and a good night from my Merchant Navy, Holland Africa. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.